fellow Toastmasters, and I don't think we have any guests today. This story was written by Dr. Spencer Johnson, and it's entitled The Value of Believing in Yourself. It's written in child format, one of my daughter's favorite stories when she was young, but it's also very much appreciated, the message, by anybody. It's a story about Dr. Louis Pasteur, only not about pasteurization. Once upon a time, it was in the mid to late 1800s, in a faraway land outside of Paris, lived Louis Pasteur. And he used to get up every morning and often take a stroll in the park. And when he'd take a stroll in the park, he'd put on his top hat and his orange coat, and he'd start walking to the park. He was not aware of anybody in the park, but he'd be talking to himself. And he'd be saying, I believe I can. I believe I can. I believe I can find that invisible enemy, that rabies germ. I believe I can find it. And when I find that invisible enemy, I will find a way to kill it, and I will save many lives. And all the kids in the park used to point at him and laugh. Oh, look at him. He thinks he's going to find an invisible enemy. Oh. And they'd even follow him back to his laboratory on Elm Street. Even the adults would go with them and follow the kids, and they'd look in the window and they'd say, that's impossible. How are they going to find, and how is he going to find an invisible enemy? He can't see it. How's he going to kill it? This didn't faze Louis Pasteur. He knew he was right. He knew he was going to find this enemy. And he kept working at his laboratory, not even thinking about what they were saying to him. Meanwhile, in another faraway land, in Germany, there was a young boy, Joey Meister. And Joey Meister had a stick. And he started sticking the stick at this poor dog, poor sick dog, through a fence. He's poking it at him, teasing this poor little dog. And this dog was so mad, he had foam on his mouth. And he wanted to bite trees and rocks. But now that Joey was poking him, he really wanted to bite Joey. So there it was. Joey didn't know it as he took off. The gate was open. So this dog got out and he started chasing Joey. And he caught him. And he started biting him 1, 2, 3, 14 times. And he's calling, Daddy, Daddy, help me, Daddy. And his dad wasn't far away, came running out of the cottage. So Joey, he was a big man, but he was very afraid of this dog, what he had done to Joey. But he took another stick and he got the dog off of Joey and he chased him back to the yard and locked the gate behind him. Then he went back to Joey. He knew his fate wasn't good. Anybody that got bitten by a mad dog would surely die. He picked up his son and he said, Joey, did you tease that dog? He said, yes, Daddy, I did. I poked him with a stick and I'm sorry. Mr. Meister knew there wasn't any use in disciplining him. Joey's fate wasn't a good one right now, and he felt very bad. And he took him home, and they put him in bed and started to take care of him. Meanwhile, that sick dog died. But the mother happened to read in the paper. A famous doctor of science had found a way to get rid of the rabies germ. She was elated. She was so excited she went to Father and Mr. Meister, and he says, we've got to get to Paris. So he hired a carriage and 6 fast white horses and a stout and able coachman. And they got ready to go. His mother said, hurry, hurry, we can't wait. So they wrapped Joey up in warm blankets and they put him in the carriage, and off they went to Paris. Hurry, hurry, we have to go faster. Even the trees were saying, hurry, hurry, we must go faster. They finally got to Paris. They were tired and dusty, but they knocked on Dr. Louis Pasteur's door, and they told him what happened. He was a little apprehensive to treat Joey because it's never been used on a person before. This worried Mr. Meister, but the doctors and the father all decided that Joey's fate was he was going to die if he didn't try this vaccine. So Louis Pasteur went over to Joey and said, Joey, when that dog bit you, he transferred that invisible enemy from himself to you, and now you have the invisible enemy inside you. He said, but I have some magic soldiers. And these magic soldiers can get rid of that nasty invisible enemy. So Joey said, how do you get those magical soldiers inside me? He said, with a shot. Joey said, shots hurt. He said, yes, you must be very brave. So he said, I'll be brave. So Dr. Louis Pasteur gave him a shot. And he explained that these magical soldiers could see in the dark, and they were knocking off the enemy one by one. And he had to give him another shot. Joey was very uncomfortable. He had a battle going on inside of him, and even made him very sick. A couple days later, Joey got out of bed, and he started dancing around with his mother. He was better. They went back to their town, and there was a parade waiting for him. Everybody knew the fate of someone who was bit by a mad dog is surely death. And here was Joey coming back. Everyone was so happy for him. And even in the town, they all now respected Dr. Louis Pasteur, for nobody else had to ever get sick from a rabies germ again. And Dr. Louis Pasteur said the best days were the days when he believed in himself. Madam Toastmaster.